Hello, and welcome to Chatting with Chan. I'm your host, Chandler Nichols. Today I'm joined by a University of Arkansas student that was recently involved in a drunk driving accident off campus. We welcome in Eva Campbell. Eva, thank you for being here. You were recently involved in a drunk driving accident a couple weeks ago. What was your reaction when the accident first occurred?
When the accident first happened, my reaction was definitely denial. I woke up and came to after it happened, and I was like, oh, this isn't even that big of a deal. So we just walked home after, and that whole weekend I kind of refused to come to terms with the fact that that scary life-threatening thing had happened to me.
Were you driving?
I thankfully wasn't driving, and I didn't realize the person who was driving was so drunk.
Did you know the person that was driving?
I did not. My friend knew him, but I didn't personally know.
Did you suffer any injuries?
I got a concussion, definitely, because it knocked me unconscious. And so I had a concussion and whiplash. And then I definitely have some fears when it comes to driving now. But other than that, no, it wasn't too bad.
So with all those injuries, how were you able to walk home under your own power?
I really think it was the denial. It was the adrenaline, and I was like, oh, that wasn't even that big of a deal. We're alive, so who cares? So I think that it was just kind of the adrenaline and the fact that I couldn't believe that it just happened that kind of drove me to just walk home.
Have you told your parents about the accident?
I have, and it wasn't easy because they were really mad at me, but they are just happy that I'm okay, and I think they kind of understand because they made really stupid mistakes when they were younger, but they couldn't understand how I could be so stupid.
So would you say they're supportive of you now?
Yes, they're definitely very supportive, and they still understand if I go out with my friends and stuff, but I think honestly you hear your whole life don't drink and drive, but it doesn't really resonate with you until something like that happens. And so now I just know that I'll always make sure I have a friend that's fully sober when we're going out.
What are the takeaways you've learned from being involved in such a gruesome accident like this?
I think one of my biggest takeaways is when things like this happen, don't beat yourself up, because I blamed myself a lot for it, and it was kind of a traumatic event. And so honestly, you just kind of have to come to terms with the fact that that happened to you, and it's okay that that happened to you, and you don't need to make it your fault. You can't help the mistake you made. Everyone makes mistakes. And so I think my key takeaway is to just when things like that happen to you, you put yourself in situations that are dangerous like that, and something comes from it, learn from it, but allow yourself to feel those emotions and stuff.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
Don't drink and drive. That's what I'd like to add.
That's a great message right there. Eva, thank you so much for being here and sharing your story. And that'll do it for Chatting with Chan. I'm Chandler Nichols, and thanks for watching.